I invent sweat. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab. Proof. I guess I got my swagger back. Truth. New watch alert. Hublows. Or the big face rollie, I got 2 of those. Arm out the window through the city, I maneuver slow. Cock back, snap back, see my cut through the holes.
Damn, Easy and Hov, where the hell you been? Niggas talking real reckless, stuck man. I adopted.
I have 7 tattoos. Various things. Mostly I have like my name, and I have a couple of other drawings that I'm really that I just have a real close connection to. They mean, you know, it means something to me. So, well, there's one tattoo on my back that's 2 clowns. One's smiling, one's frowning. It says "Smile now, cry later." And it was done by, it was done several years ago by a real close friend of mine, and he wasn't able to finish the tattoo. There's some lettering that needs to be completed, and so we were supposed to come back together 2 weeks after he started, and then he was killed in a drive-by shooting, so I never got it finished. So that means a lot. That one means a lot. I would have to say the one on my left arm. I think that was my most favorite. It's of an Indian. You want to see it?
Sure.
Sure. The Indian face. So it talks. Well, there's, you know, to me, I think there's a history within, I guess, my own culture of mestizo Indian. So that's what it means.
I would say they probably bring about a certain amount of the trends. A certain amount of the things that become trendy come out just because a sports figure or a TV show had it. Absolutely. I think it's helped bring it out. I think it made it a little more mainstream. Business picked up a lot when those shows first came out. It brings people in that wouldn't normally get tattooed. So yeah, it brings the culture out.
I was driving once. I was on Whittier Boulevard, and I had a tank top on, and I was driving eastbound, and the cop was going westbound. And he turned around, he looked at me, he busted the view, and he pulled me over. So from there, he put me out the car. He started looking at my tattoos. He was looking for any gang tattoos. He asked me where I was from, if I was from a gang. But I believe it was based on my tattoos and also on the bald head. Got this guy right here smoking a cigarette. This girl got an Aztec, got an eagle, a shield, and a jaguar. And this right here is just a band, like a tribal band. I've always been interested in Aztec culture, so that's like part of the big reason why I got the Aztec monster.
Well, I don't really care if people have tattoos or not. That's up to them. It's like what they do with their body is their own thing. Sometimes they're cool, sometimes they're ugly. That's their choice. They have to live with it.
I think tattoos are pretty cool. I think it's a personal choice, just like your clothes are. So you should be allowed to do whatever you want with them. I do think people are persecuted for them, though. Often frowned upon, especially in jobs. People feel like they need to cover them up. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it says anything about your characteristic to perform well in a job opportunity. So I really feel like people should be able to put whatever they want on their body.
I think people should have control over their own bodies, and they should be able to do with their bodies what they want.
I'd like to introduce myself. First time, my name is Ruben. My opinion about tattoos. Personally, I think they're a work of art. I think they're cool. It's it's a way for someone to express themselves. Personally, I ain't got no tattoos, so I feel like for my own personal self, I wouldn't get any because I was born this way. But for people, I guess they have their own opinion. So I agree with it. It's artistic side, so I have nothing against tattoos.
I think tattoos are perfectly fine. I see it as a work of art. I actually have one. It's on my back. It's for my grandpa who passed away 2 years ago, and I've never been persecuted or anything like that because I don't really show it that often. It would only come out if I had a tank top on or something, but no one's ever like judged me wrongly or just looked down on me for having it. So I'm pretty sure like in modern days now it's more accepted than it used to be. So yeah, I think it's a work of art. It's perfectly fine with me. Like if you don't have one, it's cool. If you do, awesome.
Personally, I think tattoos are cool or whatever, people can have them, but in a business setting it might not be the most appropriate thing if they're showing.
I just don't like it when people get tats because they think they're cool. I think tats are like forever, so they should have a certain meaning to someone.
And welcome back. Nearly 40% of people between the ages of 18 and 29 have at least one tattoo. While it is fun and trendy, it can also cause problems down the road, maybe even cost you a job.
They're bold, shocking, and meant to be seen. Chances are you know someone who has a tattoo. But the numbers of young people getting them in visible places is staggering, and many aren't getting them professionally done. Ramon Hardy got this at 17.
It was like a party with a lot of alcohol and stuff like that. And if I could do it all over again, I just wouldn't do it.
He's lucky to avoid infection, but like many African Americans, his skin leaves keloid scars that can't be removed. Ray McGraw is agnostic and got this tattoo based on his religious beliefs. No doubt, it's meant to shock and offend some, but that red ink can't be removed, and it's the others he can't hide that impacted his life.
They didn't want me representing their company. It didn't matter my experience, my ability.
Both Shauna and Tracy regret the tattoos with the names of their ex-boyfriends.
I thought I was doing it because I loved him.
Really think about where you want to get them, because again, nowadays you can't get gainfully employed with having tattoos on your face or on your neck or hands.
Martin Kelly wanted tattoos all his life, but waited until he was 60.
I'm retired, so I didn't have to worry about having put tattoos on areas where you may have to cover them.
All of these people have at least one tattoo regret. Their advice to young people: choose carefully.
It makes it easier.